Oh, hello there. What? Do I hear myself? Never mind. I thought I heard myself in my headphones. Oh. 8 months. Oh my God. That is a long time. 8 months? That's like almost as long as I've been alive. I've been breathing for less time than that. You DoorDashed a burrito and it's about to arrive. That is the best feeling. Oh yeah, actually, what's not the best feeling is whenever it does arrive and then you look at the check. But, you know, not having to do anything for food. Where from? Where from? If you say Taco Bell, okay. A little bit disappointing, okay. You shouldn't DoorDash Taco Bell. Chipotle, on the other hand, that's a DoorDashable offense. I mean that in a good way, yeah. Ooh. It's a burrito place that might expose my location. Then don't say it, please. Okay, thank you. Look at this. I was working last night. And this customer came in and he bought a bunch of stuff, including a Monster. And I talked to him about this Monster, right? And I ended up like, I ended up talking, because, okay, here's the thing about me, right? I have here's my like specialty at work. My specialty is like connecting with people, right? So I am really good at like bringing up random topics, making people feel good about their day, like just having conversations with people, you know? Like I'm not robotic and stuff whenever I talk to people, you know? I'll like bring up stuff that I see that they have, like if they brought up a Monster, for instance, like this one, because I talked to this guy about his Monster, I always be like, always need that Monster today, isn't that right? And then they're like, oh, yep, for sure. Because usually they're Monster addicts, right? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, for sure, I need my Monster. And, you know, and I'll be like, yeah, I might steal that from you because I'm going to need mine later, you know? I'll say something like that, you know? I'll be like a little funny, little jokester. Yeah, like you're charming? Yeah, like a little charming, you know? I don't want to be like this robotic little motherfucker, you know? And I talked to this guy about his Monster. And he bought something else, though, that was a lot bigger. And then he walked out of his Monster. And I felt real bad. And here's what I felt bad about, right? I had the opportunity to grab his Monster and bring it out to him, right? Run after him and say, hey, sir, you forgot your Monster, the most important piece. But I didn't. Instead, I left it on the counter, pretended I didn't see it, and hoped that he would forget about it. And he did. He did forget. So now I got a free Monster today. Pretty cool. Free, what is it? Ultra Blue Hawaiian Monster? Wow, you're a monster? Listen, the monsters, they make you a monster. It's hard not to be evil whenever you're down in chemicals like I do. It's very interesting, you know. But yeah, I actually do have work today too, at 5 though, which is crazy. Okay, actually, what time is it for you guys now? Because I heard daylight savings time happened, and everybody's like not as behind as before. Everyone is like 1 hour for who? For everybody. 9 p.m. Oh. Ah. That's not bad. Okay. Because the thing about when you're close to the equator, right, is there's no daylight savings time. I don't know if it's just Hawaii or if it's other places too, but you don't get daylight savings time, so you end up skipping it. And Yeah, and so it brings us a little closer, you know? Really? Yeah. It always makes stuff confusing, right? Because the general rule of thumb for me is that EST is 5 hours ahead. Or is it 6 hours ahead? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. It's a certain amount of hours ahead, like I used to remember. But whenever daylight savings would happen, I would always forget it. And so I would like schedule stuff at wrong times. I would do stuff at wrong times. But it's cool not having daylight savings time, you know? It does get, like, we could use it though. Cause it's getting dark at like 6 now. It gets dark at like 6:30 in my apartment. They don't turn the lights on in the hallways. So I always feel like I'm gonna trip down the stairs. Okay, the music is loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. Yeah. Does it even use this? I don't even know. And like it's dark at like 4 over here. Okay, that maybe I shouldn't complain then. That's a little crazy. I don't know about 4. Really? Huh. No, that's kind of crazy though. Okay, because in my mind, 4 o'clock. Oh wait, YouTube thing is like, is not working. Hold on. Oh, that wasn't even a YouTube chat. There we are. Let us grab a virtual gin. Oh God, I don't want to hear that. All right. Alrighty. When does it get dark for you then? Like 6, yeah, like 6:30. Around then. I get off of work around that time. So if I work the morning shift and it gets real dark, it's kind of scary. Okay. Another thing about me, right? Is that I live in a... Okay. It's not a Okay, it's sketchy. Yeah, no, it's sketchy. It's not like the hood, but it is sketchy, right? And for instance, okay, proof that it is sketchy, and I'm not complaining. Whenever I walked to work the other day, I saw 3 instances of people smoking crack. Okay? Like full on smoking crack. Like pipe in hand. Can I even say this on YouTube? Am I allowed to say this? I don't even know. But yeah, and it wasn't like 3 people together in a group smoking crack. It was 3 separate individuals all in different places on my street smoking crack. And I was like, huh. Because the place I was in before, where my rent was almost doubled, by the way, was so nice. Like, it was like the closest thing to a gated community that you can get with an apartment building, you know? So, you know, nice fit. It reminds me of Tiki Boy, Tiki Tabi. Who is Tiki Tabi? I do not know who it is. Low-key though, the crackheads are chill. I've never had a run-in with the crackheads. The town crackheads, now those are the bad ones. The people that live in the big city. I've gotten attacked before. And that, like, low-key. Okay, I'm a very, like, PTSD-able person. Oh, wait, are you talking about okay, wait, are you talking about the salad fingers? No, never mind, no. Wait, let me look it up. Open up a new... There's, yeah. DC Dopey. Alright. Huh. Well, I see a lot of fan art of... Oh my gosh, look, there is so much art. Who is this guy? Is this a Minecraft creator? It looks like, you know, Minecraft creator fan art. That's what it looks like. It looks like that. No, this is 100% a Minecraft YouTuber. There's no way it's not. Oh my gosh, there's someone cosplaying him. Oh, let's read this. Tiki Toby, whose real name is Tobias Aaron Rogers, is a fictional character from a popular online horror genre known as creepypasta. He is a Slender Man proxy known for his sadistic personality and violent tendencies. I look like him? Which stem from his past filled with abuse and mental health disorders. Key characteristics include a distinctive outfit, mouth guard, goggles, and striped sweater, and the use of 2 hatchets. Do you know why it's called Tiki Toby? I don't. Does it say on here? It doesn't say on here. Why is he called Tiki Toby? Who comes up with this? Well, I can't say anything. I make weird videos. I'm a weird fella. Fart smeller. He has Tourette's, and that's the... Oh my god, he has Tourette's, and they call him Tiki Toby. No, dog. That's so messed up. What? Is that so funny? It's like kind of cruel though. I don't know. It kind of is funny though. Oh my god. Tiki Toby. Oh, I should show my screen. This guy. Tiki Toby. There we go. It's a fictional character from a popular online horror genre known as creepypasta. He's a Slender Man proxy. A proxy doesn't mean he's like the enemy of Slender Man, or is he like, I don't know, what is he, you know, compared to Slender Man? I see a Draw My Life of Tiki Toby. It's sad Tiki Toby isn't a part of creepypasta. It just said he is. No, a proxy is like a servant of Slender Man. Oh. Kind of zesty, man. I don't know. Oh, and it does say it here. Born with a mental disorders like bipolar disorder and Tourette syndrome, Toby was constantly bullied. He eventually snapped and killed his abusive father before being found and taken in by Slender Man. That sounds like the most like creepypasta storyline that I've ever heard, of like some kid that was bullied in school, and so they made a character of themselves that looks like the... Okay, QB, we gotta chill. We gotta chill. So they made a character of themselves, and then like, what's it called? I swear to God, if I click on this and it says Thicky Toby instead of not Tiki Toby, actually Thicky Toby, I'm so fucking evil. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, there we are. I look like him right now. It's not even the same. This only has striped sleeves. You should read it. The creepypasta story. Is it what's the creepypasta story? How do I find the creepypasta story? There's some really good art about this guy though. Look at this. The original Jeff the Killer story. Okay, let's read that. Oh, I think I've read it before, but here, let me find Killer story. Is it this one, the Wattpad one? Just send the burrito in the server. Alrighty, we can't wait to see it. It better be a. Actually, hold on. Please don't send me something that looks too delicious, because I'm low-key hungry right now. I don't have any food in my house, and I might get jealous. Okay. Is that the one where he fights the bullies? What? Excerpt from local newspaper. I'm not gonna look. Does... It's pretty long. Okay. Let's read it. A Wattpad story has 21,000 views, 230 hearts, 256 comments. People still fuck with Jess the Killer. I think I might have just leaked my name on accident. That's crazy. All right. Ominous unknown. Okay. Excerpt from local newspaper. Ominous unknown. Killer is still at large. After weeks of unexplained... Okay, wait. I should put on some music that's like creepy. Hold on. Creepy music. I spelled music wrong. Disturbing / So far, this isn't very creepy. Scary background music. Alright, how's the sound of the music, guys? Is it good?
Time for one more story.
Oh wait, there's even a Tiki Toby one right here. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a ton of Tiki Toby ones. It's ass. What? Your ass. After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to go back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling. Like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There was a little ray of light illuminating from between my curtains, where a pair of two eyes. These weren't regular eyes. They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seems like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, but said in only a way a man could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." I let out a scream. That's what sent him after me. He pulled up a knife, aiming at my heart. He jumped on top of the bed. I fought him back. I kicked. I punched. I rolled around, trying to knock him off me. That's when my dad busted in. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police. I'm gonna just say this right now, okay? I'm gonna just say this right now. This is not how a little boy speaks. This was written like someone in Vietnam who's 18 years old writing a creepypasta. The reason I say that is because I've seen a lot of ASMR scripts written in the same exact motherfucking way. Alright. They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I looked out to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face. Those cold, evil eyes, that psychotic smile, they will never leave my head. No kid ever says psychotic. That's not a word. Police are still on the lookout for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in this story, please contact your local police department. All right. Part 2, I guess. Jeff and his family had moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they just thought it would be nice to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Liu couldn't complain though. A new, better house. What's not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of the neighbors came by. Hello, she said. I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce my son. She turns around and calls her son over. Billy, these are our new neighbors. Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. Well, said Jeff's mom, I'm Margaret. I read that as Marge. Okay, hold on. Let me do a Marge voice. I can't do a Marge voice. Wait. I'm Marge. This is my husband, Peter, and my 2 sons, Jeff and Leo. They introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to their son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to eject, but their mother said they would love to. When Jeff and his family are done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. Give Jeff a funny voice? Okay, Jeff hasn't had a voice yet, has he? Where did the scary music even come from? I don't know. I just started reading this fanfic and the music just appeared out of nowhere. All right. Let's continue, guys. Although I think I'm getting pretty scared right now. Could one of you hold my hand? Please? Look at my shake. All right. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh. Mom. wait. Mom. No. Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you hadn't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid. Jeff, said his mom, we just moved here so we could show you that we spent some time with our neighbors. Now we're going to that party and that's final. Jeff started to talk, but had stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Yup, mama's word. You can't go against mama's word. Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there looking at the ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling. Not so much a pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked down the stairs to get breakfast and get ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling. This time, it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain. He once again dismissed it. As he and Liu finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden, some kid with a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. Hey, what the hell? Wait, what was his voice? I forgot his voice. Hey, what the hell? The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands. Oh, this kid sounds sick. The kid seemed to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears I don't know what that Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans. Well, it looks like we got some new meat. Wait, no, I can't, no. Well, it looks like we got some new meat. Suddenly, 2 other kids appeared. One was super skinny and the other was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith. Aeroplane shirt? Why does it say Aeropostale shirt? Jeff and Leo looked over at the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. And he's Troy. They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. Okay, damn, that's not nice, dog. they just met this kid calling him a tub of lard. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. Brother! Jeff, you're mean. And I, said the first kid, am Randy. Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there's a small price for bus fare, if you catch my drift. Leo stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes. Violence much? ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes when one of his friends pulled a knife on him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I had hoped you would be more cooperative, but it seems like we must do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Leo and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly strong, a burning sensation. He stood up, but Leo gestured for him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. Listen here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet, or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh, and what will you do? Just as he finished his sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped the knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need a knife. He punched Troy straight in the stomach. Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Leo could do nothing but in amazement of Jeff. Oh my gosh. Jeff, you're so cool. Jeff, how'd you... That was all he said. They saw the bus coming and they knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing. So they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Leo made it to school, they ran to school. Holy shit. That's the most impressive thing here. Honestly, doing a bit of cardio after being in a fight, you know? As Jeff and Leo made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Leo just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was, the urge to just hurt somebody. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help but feel happy. You know those TikToks of like the comments of like me when I jump around with two knives laughing because I'm so sadistic? I need to find those because those are so funny. It's like a 12-year-old that's like feeling edgy. Man, yeah, Troy caught some strays though, honestly. Troy did nothing wrong. Free my boy Troy. This was the origin of those, for real? Alright. He felt the strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school, even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop and how now he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore. He felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked how his day was, and he said in somewhat ominous voice, It was a wonderful day. Next morning, he heard a knock at the front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door. What did he ever do? Free my boy! His mother looking back at him with an angry look.
Jeff, these officers tell me you attacked 3 kids. That isn't a regular fighting. They were stabbed. Stabbed, son!
Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Leo. Son, said the cop. We found 3 kids, 2 stabbed and 1 having a bruise on his stomach. Interesting. And we have witnesses telling you fled the scene. Now, what does this tell us? Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Leo had been attacked, but there was no proof of it. There's no proof of it was not them who attacked. That's not English, dog. There was not proof of it that he was not the one who was attacked first. They couldn't say anything. They weren't fleeing. They can't say they weren't fleeing because, truth be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Leo. Oh my gosh, Jeff. Hello, Luna. We are reading Jeff the Killer creepypasta. It's kind of fire, honestly. I've never heard anything that's this sick. Son, call your brother down. Wait, is this a police officer or is this... Son, call your brother down. Jeff couldn't do it, since it was him who beat up all the kids.
Sir, it was me. It was Me, I was the one who beat up those kids. Leo tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me.
The cop looked at his partner and they both nod. Well, kid, looks like a year in juvie.
Wait,
Says Leo. They looked up to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and locked him on Leo. It was me. I beat up those punks. I have marks to prove it. He lifted up his sleeves, revealed cuts and bruises if there was a struggle. Son, just put the knife down, said the officers. Leo held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. Oh my gosh. The cops did a good job there, okay? That 11-year-old was about to stab them and kill them both in a swift motion like this. No, Leo, it was me. I did it. Jeff had tears running down his face. Oh, poor bro. Trying to take blame for... Oh, wait. Poor bro. Trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away. The police led Leo out to the patrol car. Leo, tell them it wasn't me. Oh, wait. Tell them it was me. Tell them. I was the one who beat up those kids. Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulders.
Jeff, please. You don't have to lie. We know it was Leo. You can stop now.
Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car sped off with Leo inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. If he were really like some psychotic killer, wouldn't he be happy that that he didn't get thrown into jail for it? Or shouldn't he like want revenge on those kids or some shit? I don't know. Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the news. Don't question it. Okay, I won't. As Jeff wept in the driveway, after an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed. Not all three, got the wombo. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought Leo when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, tried to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by. No word from Leo at the JDC. No friends to hang out with. Nothing but sadness and guilt. That was until Saturday when Jeff woke up by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face.
Jeff, it's the day,
she said as she opened up the curtains and let the light flood into his room. What's today? Asked Jeff as he stirs awake.
Why, it's Billy's party.
He was now fully awake. Yeah. I feel like they got more to care about, you know, to have like a sunshiny face. Like, go free your psychotic kid from jail, you know?
Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after...
There was a long pause.
Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be the thing that brightens up these past few days. Now, get dressed.
Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get herself ready. He fought with himself to get up. He picked out a random shirt and a pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up. His mother in a dress and his father in his suit. Damn, Billy must be an important motherfucker. He thought, why would they ever need to wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party?
Son, is that all you're gonna wear?
Said Jeff's mom. Better than wearing too much, mother, he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him and hit it with a smile. She sounds like a lovely woman. It's only been 2 days? Yeah. Wait, well, I lost where I was. Oh, now Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make an impression, said his father. Jeff grunted and went back up to his room.
I don't have any fancy clothes,
he yelled downstairs.
Just pick out something,
his mother called. He looked around in his closet for what he could call fancy. He found a pair of black dress pants he had for a special occasion and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it though. He looked around and found only a striped patterned shirt none of which go with dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on. "You're wearing that," they both said. His mother looked at her watch. "Oh, no time to change."
No time to change. Just go.
She said as she herded Jeff off and his father out the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara and Billy's house. They knocked on the door, and it appeared that Barbara, just like his parents, way overdressed. They walked inside. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see was adults, no kids. So the kids, hey Jeff, why are you looking for some kids, buddy?
The kids are out in the yard. Jeff, how about you go and meet them?
Said Barbara. Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes and shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing at Toys R Us. I'm 12, much too mature for all these little kids. Suddenly, a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and hat. "Hey, wanna play?" "Hey, wanna play?" he said. No kid, I'm way too old for this stuff. As I said, I'm 12 years old. I'm more into Nintendo. The kid looked at him with a weird puppy dog face. "Please," said the kid. "Fine," said Jeff. He put on the hat and started to pretend shoot at the kids. At first, he thought it was totally ridiculous, but then he started to actually have fun. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off of Leo. So he played with some kids for a while. Okay, buddy, you think you're too old for that, and now you're playing with these kids? Then it hit him. Wait, I lost my spot. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off Leo. So he played with the kids for a while, until he heard a noise, a weird rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Over the fence?! Like, holy shit. Little Billy's Party is a great networking opportunity. Yeah, Barbara owns the biggest tech firm in the city. So, all the adults go there to get a little mooching on. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. They all laid 10 feet high. Jeff dropped the fake guns and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. "Hello, Jeff, is it?" he said. "We have some unfinished business." Jeff saw his bruised nose. "I think we're even. I beat the crap out of you, and you sent my brother to the JDC. Randy got an angry look in his eyes. "Oh no, I don't go for even. I go for winning. And you may have kicked our asses that day, but not today." As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff. They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and headbutted him. Randy pushed Jeff off of him, and they both rolled to their feet. Kids were screaming, and the parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith pulled guns out of their pockets. Guns! No one interrupts our guts will fly, they said. Randy pulled out a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the face in 3 kicks. After 3 kicks, Jeff grabbed his foot and twisted it, causing Randy to fall to the ground. Jeff stood up and walked towards the back door. Troy grabbed him. "Need some help?" He picked Jeff up by the back of the collar and threw him into the patio door. As Jeff tries to stand, he is kicked down to the ground. Randy repeatedly starts kicking Jeff until he starts coughing up blood. Oh my gosh. "Come on, Jeff, fight me!" He picks up Jeff and throws him into the kitchen. Randy sees a bottle of vodka on the counter and smashes it over Jeff's head. "Fight!" He throws Jeff into the living room. "Come on, Jeff, look at me." Jeff glances up, his face riddled with blood. "I was the one who got your brother to JDC, and now you're just gonna sit there and let him rot in there for a... Wait. What? How does he know that? It's like public info. Okay. "I was the one who got your brother to JDC, and now you're just gonna sit there and let him rot in there for a whole year? You should be ashamed." Jeff starts to get up. "Oh, finally, you stand and fight." Jeff is not at his feet, blood and vodka on his face. Once again, he gets a strange feeling, and once the one in which he hasn't felt for a while. Finally, she's up. Finally, he's up, says Randy as he runs at Jeff. And then it happens. Something inside Jeff snaps. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. He grabs Randy and pile drives him into the ground. He gets on top of him and punches him straight in the heart. The punch causes Randy's heart to stop. As Randy gasps for breath, blood gushes from Randy's body until he takes one final breath and dies. Everyone is looking at Jeff now. The parents, the crying kids, even Troy and Keith. Although they easily break their gaze and point their guns at Jeff, Jeff sees the guns trained on him and runs up the stairs. As he runs, Troy and Keith let out fire on him, each shot missing. Jeff runs up the stairs. He hears Troy and Keith falling up behind. As he lets out their final rounds of bullets, Jeff ducks into the bathroom. He grabs the towel rack and rips it off the wall. Troy and Keith race in, knives ready. Oh my gosh. This is getting intense. Troy swings his knife at Jeff, who backs away and brings the towel rack into Troy's face. Troy goes down hard, and now all that's left is Keith. He's more agile than Troy. Okay, again, making fun of Troy because of his weight? That's not very nice, guys. You killed a man. He's more agile than Troy, though, and ducks when Jeff swings the towel rack. He dropped the knife and grabbed Jeff by the neck. He pushed him into the wall. A thing of bleach fell down on top of him from the top shelf. It burnt both of them, and they both started to scream. Jeff wiped his eyes the best he could. He pulled back the towel rack and swung it straight into Keith's head. As he lay there, bleeding to death, he let out an ominous smile. "What's so funny?" asked Jeff. Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on. "What's funny," he said, "is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol." Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter onto him. As soon as the flames made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him, the bleach bleached his skin. Jeff let out a terrible screech as he caught on fire. He tried to roll on the ground to put out the fire, but it was no use. The alcohol had made him into a walking inferno. He ran down the hall. Isn't this the Jeff the Killer sound? He ran down the hall and fell down the stairs. Everybody started screaming as they saw Jeff, now a man on fire, drop to the ground, nearly dead. The last thing Jeff saw was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flames. That's when he passed out. When Jeff woke, he had a cast wrapped on his face. He couldn't see anything, but he felt a cast on his shoulder and stitches all over his body. He tried to stand up, but he realized there was some tube in his arm. And when he tried to get up, it fell out, and a nurse rushed in. "I don't think you can get out of bed just yet," she said. She put him back in bed, reinserted the tube. Jeff sat there with no vision, no idea what his surroundings were. Finally, after hours, he heard his mother.
"Honey, are you okay?"
she asked Jeff. Jeff couldn't answer, though. As his face was covered, he was unable to speak.
"Oh, honey, I have great news for you. After all the witnesses told the police that Randy confessed of trying to attack you."
Randy's dead! He killed Randy!
"They decided to let Leo go."
This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopped halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm.
"He'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again."
Are we gonna ignore the fact that he murdered 3 kids at a children's party? Oh my gosh, okay. Jeff's mother hugs Jeff and says her goodbyes. The next couple of weeks were those where Jeff was visited by his family. Then came the day where his bandages were removed. His family were all there to see it. What would he look like? As the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face, everybody was on edge of their seats. They waited until the last bandage was holding the cover over his face was almost removed. "Let's hope for the best," said the doctor. He quickly pulls off the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. Liu and Jeff's dad stare, awestruck at his face. What happened to my face?" Jeff said. He rushed out of bed, ran to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face, it was horrible. His lips were burnt to the deep shade of red. His face was turned into a pure white color and his hair was singed from brown to black. He slowly put his hands to his face. It had a sort of leathery feel. He looked back at his family and then back at the mirror. "Jeff," said Liu, "it's not that bad." "Not that bad?" said Jeff. "It's perfect! It's perfect!" His family were equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his left eye and hands were twitching. Jeff, are you okay?" "Okay, I've never been more happy." "Look at me. The face goes perfectly with me." He couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror. What caused this? Well, you may recall that when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind, his sanity snapped. Now he was left a crazy killing machine. His parents didn't know. "Doctor," Jeff's mom said. "Doctor," Jeff's mom said, "is my son all right? In the head?" "Oh, yes, this behavior is typical for patients that have taken a large amount of painkillers. If his behavior doesn't change in the next few weeks, bring him back here. We'll give him psychological test." "Oh, thank you, doctor." Jeff's mom went over to Jeff. Sweetie, it's time to go." Jeff looks away from the mirror, his face still formed into a crazy smile. "Okay, mommy." His mother took him by the shoulder and took him to get his clothes. "This is what came in," said the lady at the desk. Jeff looked down to see the black dress pants, white hoodie her son wore. They were now clean of the blood and now stitched together. Jeff's mother led him to the room and made him put his clothes on. Then they left, not knowing this was the final day of their life. Wait, this was their final day of life? What? Later that night, Jeff's mother woke to the sound coming from the bathroom. It sounded like as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see who it was. When she looked into the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and carved a smile into his cheeks. Jeff, what are you doing?" asked his mother. Jeff looked over to his mother. "I couldn't stop smiling, Mummy. It hurt after a while. Now I could smile forever." Jeff's mother noticed his eyes, ringed and black. "Jeff, your eyes!" His eyes were seemingly never closing. "I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelids so I could see forever. See myself, my new face." Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane. "What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful?" "Yes, son. Yes, you are. I'll get Daddy in so he can see your face." She ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from sleep. "Honey, get the gun. Wait." She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway holding a knife. "Mommy, you lied to me." That's the last thing they hear as Jeff rushes them with a knife, gutting both of them. His brother Liu woke up, startled by some noise. He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him. He looked up before Jeff's hands covered his mouth. He slowly raised the knife, ready to plunge it into Liu. Liu thrashed here and there, trying to escape Jeff's grip. "Shh," Jeff said. "Just go to sleep." Guys, I don't think I can read anything ever again. This was so peak. Oh my gosh, the storytelling, the dialogue. Oh, everything about this was so great. See, they don't understand. It's just when someone goes through so much pain like Jeff did, they go psychotic and they break. If you think about it, this story was super deep because Jeff became Jeff the Killer out of wanting to protect Liu, but in the end form, he had to protect Liu, ended up killing him. Oh my gosh. You're right. This story is deep. There's so much more to this story that we could even realize. Wait, if I read it perfectly, every other word spells out a sentence for me. It says, I am Jeff. I do killy dance. Killy, killy, kill. Killy, killy, kill. Oh my god. Jeff. Wait, look at these comments.
I love Jeff. I'm screaming. Why did this make me giggle? I want to be Slenderman's proxy.
Broski got the secret heart dissolving death punch. Lamau, brilliant this. I think this is the best story ever written. I agree. I have to agree with this. Okay. I had to put on some funky beats, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm looking to get more into the creepypasta fandom. I think this is a pretty good start. Dude. Okay, I feel like there's some fandoms that are made fun of relentlessly, right? And I gotta be honest, I can see why the creepypasta community is a little bit made fun of. I can see that. This is crazy, okay? This was nuts. You need to send it to me. There was a Death Note fanfic. Hold on, was it the Death Note fanfic I'm thinking of? Because I think there's one where Light and L are kissing each other. I do need to read that one. I used to be a part of it. It was pretty fun. It's pretty fun, yeah. I mean, okay. I can see if you're in that circle. Okay, here's the thing about some of these communities, right? And I'll use the example of band kids. I'm gonna turn off this fucking zesty ass music, okay? Let's get some funky beats on. Non-copyright music. All right. There we are. So, pretty much what I think about these communities, right, is that they're so isolated and so shut in, like band kids, but they're actually fucking enjoying themselves, right? You know, the people that read this shit and like it legitimately, like we read it and we see this shit and we're like, what was this story, dog? But like the people that actually enjoy it, dude, they're just living life, you know? They're reading this. They got so much stuff to read. There's probably like 10 bajillion stories on Wattpad. If you're out of it, you don't get it. But if you're in it, you love it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh my god, wait. I clicked on the Tiki Toby story. Wait, Tiki Toby X Reader? Oh, this is a love fanfic. Because I clicked on this Tiki Toby story because I thought maybe I'd read it, right? Tiki Toby X Reader. 3 hours and 49 minutes! Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Although from how you guys reacted to looking at them, I think some of you are gonna look this up and read this on your own. And that's probably what's gonna happen. 3 hours. How many words? Does it say any words? How many words it is? It doesn't say. Alright. Maybe read the original Tiki Toby story if you want. Sure, I'm down. Hold on. Go back. Are y'all seeing this? Oh, so is the screen like tinted for you guys? Is it like dark? I just realized that. I didn't even... Nanigaski. Yeah, a little dark, not bad though. I didn't even realize that. Why is it like that? All right, here we are. But look at these. What is this? Oh, wait, what happened? Why did it go away? All right, there we are. When I type Tiki Toby into Wattpad, the first searches that pop up are Tiki Toby Yaoi. Okay. Tiki Toby X Neko Reader. Tiki Toby Origin. Okay, that's fair. Tiki Toby X Child Reader. Tiki Toby Sister. Tiki Toby X OC. Tiki Toby Fanfiction. Tiki Toby Daughter. Tiki Toby Sister. I'll be honest, that's some weird shit. Hold on just a second. Someone's calling me. What's good? I'm streaming right now. He just hung up on me? Okay. Well, yeah, that was Chase. I don't know why he hung up on me. Oh, put my phone back in the slot. There we are. All right. But that's kind of nuts. I don't know about this. This is a weird story. Check the Discord and hashtag media. Let's take a look. Oh, this is super short. I'll just read this right now. Let's react to this. What is this website? Fanfiction.net? Ah, this monster's pretty good. I low-key fuck with this flavor. I should try it out. It says it has real Hawaiian in it. Real Hawaiian jeans. I don't know. All right. What's it taste like? It tastes like it tastes like the White Monster, but it's like sweeter. I don't know. Let me try do a different capture, see if this works. I'm gonna do display capture. Let me do another window capture. Add that in. Select the window to do. Let's go. That's what this is called. Light and dark adventure. Why is it dark like that? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Hold on. Let me do display capture. Automatic. Why is it's still dark like that? Huh, that's strange. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll just have to fix it later. All right, there we are. It's not like, is it like bad? Like you can't read it at all? He just looks, I don't know. Well, not really, it's fine. Here we are, guys. Look at this. Light and Dark. The Adventures of Dark Yagami. Dark Yagami? What is Dark Yagami? Hi, thanks for reading. Please rate high. We'll decide on that, okay? We're not gonna okay. We don't give high ratings just cause. Published in 2008? Holy shit. Oh, Dark Yagami, because Light Yagami. Okay, yeah. No, this story has some cusses, but it's Light Dad that says them, so it's pretty funny. Also, if you know what Light's mom's called, well, what Light's mom is called, please tell me, lol. All right. It was a hot... Okay, let's read this. Light and Dark, the adventures of Dark Yagami. It was a hot day, and Light came home from school. As he got to his house, he saw a strange car outside and knew immediately it was not American because the wheel was on the wrong side. He lives in Japan! The wheel is on that side! Alright. Okay, this is an American version of Light Yagami. Okay. He saw a strange car and immediately it was not American because the wheel was on the wrong side. He walked in the front of the house and his dad and Soichiro. Okay, and his dad, Soichiro, and his mom. Wait, what? How do I fucking pronounce that? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been good at... Soichiro. It's Soichiro. To find his dad, Soichiro, and his mom. I can't remember her name, sorry. They looked up, surprised to see him. Mom, Dad, what's going on? Wait. I need to put on my Light voice. Mom, Dad, what's going on? Light asked him. Light, we have something to tell you, says his dad, while playing with his mustache. This is your twin brother, Dark Yagami. This is your twin brother, Dark Yagami. They both said together, and they pointed to the guy in the corner of the room. Dark looked exactly the same as Light, except for he had black hair and was just like Mello. But Light hadn't met Mello yet, so he wouldn't know that. He got up and walked across the room. Hi, bro. I'm Dark. Hi, bro. I'm Dark, he said, lolling and offering his hand to shake. How could you not tell me about this? Light shouted like mad. We sent him to a top secret orphanage in Wales. It's a town in England. Oh, thanks for clarifying. Where he would learn to be the next L. We can't tell anyone because it's top secret and Kira might find out because Kira might try to kill him. Oh wait, that was his mom. We sent him to a top secret orphanage in Wales. It's a town in England. Where he would learn to be the next L. We can't tell anyone because it's top secret and Kira might find out and Kira might try to kill him, his mom said. Light was crazy and punched the table. I'm going to my room. Come on, Sayu, he said, and Sayu, Light's sister, lol, followed him upstairs. What? I'm sorry, Light. I wanted to tell you about Dark, but Mom and Soichiro wouldn't let me. That's okay. That's okay, Light replied. You're my sister, and I know you love me, and I know how much you love me. Thanks, Light. They hugged. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. It was Dark. Come on, Dark. I've got something to show you, Light said, and they went into their room. Light's parents made Light's bed into a double bed. I don't know what you're thinking, sickos, but there's no slash. What does that even mean? Light put the pencil in the door to stop people from listening and said, I'm Kira. Light immediately shooted. I know it! You're a worthy successor to L, and I know you're his successor now, Light said. Don't worry, bro. I won't tell anyone. In fact, I have a death note of my own. Dark replied, pulling out a blood red. Wait. Dark replied, pulling on. I can't read. I have dyslexia. Don't worry, bro. I know. Don't worry, bro. I won't tell anyone. In fact, I have a death note of my own. Dark replied, pulling a blood red notebook out of his pants. He put it there in case his bags were searched. Hey, your death note's a different color to mine, he said, pointing to the black death note in Light's drawer. Stop saying color! You're in America now. It's color. Light replied, exasperated. Sorry, lol, Dark said. This is my Shinigami, he said, and Light saw a big monster appear. He looked like twice the size of Ryuk and had a big mohawk made of blood and skulls. Even Light was scared of him. He was eating a banana like Ryuk ate apples, but they were blood bananas made of blood. He's big, said Light as the Shinigami bit down into the blood banana. What's his name?
My name is Blood,
said Blood as he kept eating his blood banana.
I am the king of the Shinigami, and I have a special death note that kills anyone whose name is written in it, even if you don't know their face or name.
Huh? How does that okay? I have to unpack now, said Dark. Okay, I will leave you to it, Light replied, and it exited the door. Dark took his cell phone out of his special place. Figure it out for yourself, lol. Oh no. He kept the phone in his prison pocket and pressed the L button. L's phone began to ring. Hello, who is this? And how did you get my number? Hello, who is this? And how did you get my number? L said, angry. I am D, said Dark. I have killed Mello and stolen his clothes and run away from Watari's house. What? Well, Watari would have told me if M was dead, L said shockingly. I also killed Watari, said Dark, who was playing with his red death note. L looked around his room. Watari was still standing in the corner like he always did. But who's with me then? L asked. A fake. At that moment, Watari took his mask off and yes, Light's dad. Die, you piece of shit, Soricho said as he pulled a gun out and pointed at L's head. To be continued? Yes! What? Wait, you guys can't see this. Dude! There is 48 episodes. There's 48 episodes of this. Of this. What is going on? Okay. Yes, I was gonna ask that. Do they kiss? Does anyone know anything about this? Do they kiss? Jesus calling me again. What is good, bruh? I didn't. Hold on, let me see. I don't have you up to my ears. Oh my god, right now? Are you doing that right now? Oh. Okay, guys. Sorry I had to mute. You think it's something serious? It was the most serious of conversations. So Chase is gonna come on stream now. He will be coming on stream. I was gonna invite him on the stream, but then I thought maybe I shouldn't invite. Okay, screw it. Just know I'll let you guys decide for yourself about what the situation is. Yo. What?
Everybody.
Wait, speak again. Speak again. I don't know if they can hear you.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? For another freaking Jin ASMR freaking stream. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Hey Chase, are you using the wrong microphone? It sounds like you're using a webcam mic.
Oh yeah, it is on my webcam. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Oh gosh, help me, Lord, please. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Oh shoot.
Okay, Chase. You don't have to share the class, but actually, class. Guess why Chase is. Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm actually tripping out right now because I was watching your stream and I can hear it in the background, but I don't know where I'm watching your stream from. Cause I'm opening on my tab and I can't find your stream. Oh, my everything hurts.
He drank a Baja Blast. One
I'm
Baja
drinking
Blast
water.
does this to a guy.
Oh wait, I'll be back. I gotta get some water. Frick. Shoot, dude. I can't hear you anymore. My iPhones. I gotta grab water. Ah.
Oh, he was begging me to talk to me, dog. All right. Okay. We play around with this for a second. He wants a distraction from the pain. Dude, one Baja Blast does this to a man. I'll tell you right now. But yeah, I mean, going back, insane that this is okay. Wait, you said that in one episode, all right? Did you like the fanfic? No, I loved it. I loved it. You said in one. Oh, I see. Chapter 12. Lights, sis, night Yagami comes.
Oh frick. Oh shoot, dude, my chest really hurts.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Hey, wanna play something or wanna I don't know. What do you wanna do?
Up to you, bro.
Are you were you playing Val
Yeah.
by yourself?
I died about like 16, 17 times, and every time I died, I drink some water. You know, quote unquote water. Oh,
You drank a shot of water every time you died?
yeah.
And you're overhydrated now, huh?
I might need to go to the hospital, frick.
What is that? Are you serious?
No, but this is a weird, painful feeling in my stomach or chest.
Probably because you drank too much water.
Oh,
Too quickly. What type of water was it? Like if it let's say the water is gender fluid and identifies as something else. What else would it identify as?
15%.
Oh. It wasn't in a jar, was it?
It was in the jar.
It was in the jar.
It wasn't.
Oh, it
But
wasn't?
I died 17 times.
Okay, okay. I see, I see. I understand. All right, guys. Do you think we should? Okay, what game should we play? With Funny Chase. With Funny Chase. What game should we play? Get some reactions, you know. I also have some water here. What do you have? We have Valorant. We have Minecraft. We have what games do we have together again?
I don't know. Wait, let me pee real quick.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I was so confused why he hung up on me the first time. Minecraft, I don't like shooters, honestly. Let's play some Minecraft. Let's play some... Bro's about to pass out. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I should like... I should say no, let's not play games. He can burn down more of your builds. No, bro, we're not playing Minecraft. Never mind. We're never playing Minecraft ever again. I mean, we could also... we could react to more creepypastas, maybe. Maybe that'd be fun. Not play with each other, it'll help them. Yeah, actually. And maybe no more water, you know what I mean? Oh, I forgot. I need to show you guys the second episode of Dark Yagami. Maybe I should actually save that for an entire stream. I don't know. The Dark Yagami. He's calling me. I'm not answering it though. You know why? Because he said he's just going to the bathroom. I know he's pissing and he's gonna put the mic. I'm not. No, stop calling me. Oh my gosh. Fine, I'll answer. I swear, if you start pissing on the phone. It's actually okay. Are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? What? Wait. No, I'm streaming right now. I can't. But no, that doesn't compute. It doesn't I'm supposed to be doing stuff. I can't just talk to you while on the phone. Oh my, okay. Are you good? Are you like, where is the pain directly? Just in the stomach? Very upper stomach. Okay. Like, is it closer to like where your lungs are? And he hung up on me. Okay, there he is again. Is it closer to where your lungs are? Oh, okay. It's probably your liver, yeah. You're fucking stupid. Maybe this is a sign, man. Maybe this is a sign. I don't know. For every death is nuts. How many kills did you get? Oh my gosh. And you got 17 deaths? Okay. Do you want me to end stream and just talk to you? It's fine. Are you sure? Yeah, I mean, eventually. Are you drinking lots of water? Try drink water, even if you're like full, because it'll dilute it in your liver. Yeah, you're supposed to play with someone else so you can have banter back and forth. If you're just by yourself, it seems schizo. Oh my gosh, okay. Are you good? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end stream. I'll just stay on the phone with you, okay? Okay, let me just say goodbye real quick. Okay, guys. Oh, just in case I showed his phone number. I didn't want to do that. Looks like... Yeah. Okay, hope you recover. He will recover. It's fine. It's just... It's nothing like life-threatening, okay? Don't worry. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna head off real quick. I'm sorry it was only an hour and 20-minute stream. Honestly, I might make a video about the Jeff the Killer story, because that was low-key funny. But yeah, thank you guys for all stopping by. I really appreciate everybody who stopped by today. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I will stream again tomorrow, and I will be playing Class of 09. So stop by tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be fun, you know? I'm not sure what time. Whichever time I wake up, okay? Sending health to Chase. Yes, I'll send your health, send your prayers, and everything. And I'll see y'all next time. Okay, bye-bye.